Manchester has been improving on Michael Carrick. His 4 games in charge, 2 clean sheets. Big evening for him in many ways, back against the club where he began his senior career, West Ham.
What a difference he's made.
The away team which arrives tonight, perhaps not the floundering team we've seen in recent years. There is a new lease of life now under Michael Carrick. And they do seem to have found that joy again, Matt, in their performances.
Absolutely. Michael Carrick has simplified it. He's gone to a back 4. Maguire and Martinez as the centre-backs. He's got Bruno Fernandes in.
Reinforce the important message that football is for everyone. Well, let's take you through the team news, starting with West Ham. Nuno made a big call for the weekend win away at Burnley with a change of goalkeeper. And after a rare clean sheet, Mats Hermansen keeps goal again in preference to Alphonse Areola. In the back 4, a home debut for Axel Disasi, the Chelsea loanee, with Jean-Claire Todibo still suspended. One change of the weekend sees a recall in midfield for Freddie Potts, his first start for just over a month. Callum Wilson drops out, and there's no doubt in the star man for the Hammers since the turn of the year, with 5 goals in 5 matches for Crescencio Somerville. Up front, it's the Argentine Tati Castellanos, who's now off the mark for goals in the Premier League. But no place in the squad for Pablo, the Portuguese forward's out due to injury. As for Manchester United, Michael Carrick names the same team for a 3rd match in a row. No disputing his goalkeeping spots. Senna Lomond still hoping though for his first clean sheet away from home. The back 4 is back in fashion, and once again a centre-back pairing of Harry Maguire and Lisandro Martinez. A mixture of youth and experience in central midfield with Casemiro alongside the back in favour Kobbie Mainoo. On the left wing once again it's Matheus Cunha, on the right it's Amad Diallo, and top scorer Brian Mbeumo leads the attack with Benjamin Šeško on the bench again, but still no Mason Mount, along with Matthijs de Ligt and Patrick Dorgu, who are all still missing.
His best position as a number 10. Bruno Cunha really through positioning. They're playing with a smile on their face.
So out they come to the familiar stand track in East London. Football all about the fans, and those who follow these two sides have endured plenty of suffering watching their teams toil in recent times, but now they're both on the up again. West Ham fans have seen at the top end of the Premier League table. These are nights when the Premier League, the clubs and the players are highlighting inclusion. Will's been quite something. The best run of his career, scoring in 5 successive games. He really has become a live wire for West Ham. Captain fantastic, Bruno Fernandes. Never scored a goal against West Ham before, but he was on target in the weekend win over Spurs, that 2-0 success. They played against 10 men for over half the game. The red card for Christian Romero. Nuno C back in touch with those who lie above them. Studious glare for him. Likewise for Michael Carrick, who for the first time in 3 years for United has named an unchanged team in a Premier League match for a 3rd game in a row. The referee is Simon Hooper, and we have Craig Pawson on VAR duty after his busy day on Sunday in charge of that Anfield clash between Liverpool and Manchester City. So we're all set to go then, and the West Ham fans in great voice at the London Stadium. So it is. Michael Carrick can do no wrong at the moment. Certainly brought the smiles and the swagger back to Manchester United. Here's Amad, trying to make progress there, but 3 players around him, and Manichu finds Tati Castellanos. Somerville. Back to Potts. Impressive Matheus Fernandes. There's Jarrod Bowen. His last 5 matches against Manchester United. was his winning goal when they met here last year in stoppage time. A contentious late penalty. Bowen. Aaron Wan-Bissaka against his former team. Moved between these two clubs just over 18 months ago. There's Disasi on his home debut, having joined from Chelsea in that winter window on loan. Pass back to Lommans, but dealt with a minimum fuss by him.
Tested for the goalkeeper. It's interesting actually looking at West Ham's midfield and how they're set up. I've actually seen Potts, Souček and Mateus Fernandes all pop up in that number 10 position. I wondered how they would line up. I thought Mateus Fernandes was probably the most likely to play in that number 10, in behind the striker, but it's quite fluid. There's been a lot of rotation already with that midfield three.
The 10 spot been occupied by Pablo for a few games. He's actually to injury tonight. Maguire gives the ball away there to Bowen. Maguire's challenge, and the referee awards the game's first corner in favour of West Ham United.
Slap that from Manchester United and Harry Maguire. Miscommunication between himself and his goalkeeper. Pretty sure it's a corner. Looks like it takes the touch off Maguire last.
Three players there, just in front of the goalkeeper Lommans. Life awkward for him. Sent in by Bowen, good punch away by the Belgian. One there by Juve, and there's Wan-Bissaka all the way back to Mads Hermansen.
Lommans has been pretty good, hasn't he, dealing with those balls into the box.